Hey, what's up, folks? How is it going? This is Abhijit here, and welcome to Devops Challenge Hub. And today's interview question is how Ingress behaves like a smart traffic controller in Kubernetes. So stay till the end. We will have quiz also, and I will show you one small demo program so that it's this concept is clear to you. Okay, so let me share my screen. How does Ingress act as Kubernetes smart traffic controller? So let's say you're visiting a new office and you don't know where is IT department, where is HR department. So you will go and ask the reception or security, main gate security, and they will direct you that go this way, go right to go visit HR department, or go left uh, to visit IT department. Right. So in Kubernetes world, it will be like visitor will type mycompany.com/HR. Ingress will forward them to HR service. And in another visitor, they will type mycompany.com/IT. Ingress routes them to IT service. So what is the definition of Ingress? Ingress in Kubernetes is an API object that manages external access to the services inside. External access to the services inside the cluster, typically over HTTP and HTTPS. So it acts as a reverse proxy and routes incoming requests to the correct services based on hostname, paths, and headers. Based on hostname, paths, and header. So what is reverse proxy? Reverse proxy is like sits in front of a multiple servers. It handles incoming requests from the user. So there are multiple services out there, multiple servers, and it's handling multiple requests from external client, and then forward them to the backend server, depending on the URL load or other rules. Based on the rules, it may be path rule, it may be a load balancing rule. Like based on that, it will forward that to the correct backend server. So why we use reverse proxy? Because it hides the backend server for security. It distributes traffic evenly for load balancing. It can handle HTTPS encryption. So it will, let's say I want to allow only HTTPS, don't want to allow HTTP. So I can do that. And it can cache response to make things faster. So Ingress in Kubernetes is a type of reverse proxy. So when we visit mycompany.com or mywebsite.com/shop, Ingress will route request to top service. Okay. So we'll see the example and then we'll come back to Ingress again so that it's clear. So I have installed Kind. I have installed like it's on Mac, so I have installed Vue install Kind. I've done that. 𝐶𝐞𝐫 also have installed, and then I have checked installation is fine, Kind version and 𝐶𝐞𝐫 version. Now I will be creating cluster. Okay. Uh, this is the cluster YML file. Kind is a cluster, and this is the nodes control plane node, and I'll be creating this cluster. Kind create cluster minus config equal to kind config.yml. It will take a little bit of time. So I have created kind cluster, preparing nodes, prepare nodes, writing configuration, starting control plane, installing CNI, installing storage class, and cluster is ready. Next step is to we can check cluster information. Yes, its control plane is running at this particular node and port, and then get nodes. Kind control plane not ready. It's not yet ready. Okay, it will take some time. And let's do kubectl apply. So here I'm creating Ingress controller. Ingress controller is like a traffic controller. So all the HTTPS request will come to it, and then it will decide based on the Ingress rule to forward a request to the service. I think it's done. And then I have to change the node. The node level is not correct because next command was failing earlier. So I had to change the node level. Actually, level is not. Let's have to change the node. Node is leveled. Then check whether it's ready or not. Wait for Ingress to be ready. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, it's ready. We can see that it's running in this controller. Yes, in this Nginx controller is running now. Okay. So now I will be deploying app 1 and app 2. So there will be two apps, app 1 and app 2. So let me deploy app 1. If I look at app 1, what we have? Deployment, and here only one replica. This is the container, Nginx container, and mount path is a share Nginx HTML, and we are writing something in that HTML. That is welcome to app 1. So Nginx will be running, Nginx container will be running, and it will show HTML page. Welcome to app 1. And this is the service, app service. So deployment and service, both are in the same file. This is the service, kind is service. And we are using config map to change that HTML file. Welcome to app 1. And the first one is deployment. And same is for app 2 also. For app 2 also, it's the same thing. App 2 and deployment is app 2. Then we have service, app 2, and config map we are changing to welcome to app 2. Welcome to app 2. Okay, so let's deploy them. Apply -f. App 1 deploy, app 2 deploy to CTL get pod creating. Now we are going to deploy Ingress. And here we have rule. Earlier we have installed Ingress controller. Now we have Ingress rule. Here what we are saying in the local host, if someone asks for app1 slash app1, localhost slash app1, go to app1 service. If someone is looking for localhost slash app1, go to backend service app1 service. Like similar, like slash someone is looking for HR. So go to HR service slash app2, go to app2 service, like slash IT, go to IT service. Similar way. So this rule is set here in English. So let's deploy this also in English. And this is done. Now we'll duplicate fault and see whether it's done. Yes, running. So now everything is there, and now we'll go to localhost.com slash app1. Localhost.com slash app1, and we should be able to see the page. Welcome to app1. So it's going to the backend service app1. Now if I click on app2 slash app2, it's going to backend service app2. So Ingress rule is handling that. and Ingress controller gets the traffic. So I hope you got the idea. So now let's go back to the concept. So we have discussed what is Ingress, and this is a reverse proxy. Reverse proxy basically sits in front of multiple servers, handle incoming requests, and based on rules, it forwards that request to the server. That's the reverse proxy. So Ingress control is a reverse proxy. Why it's important? Because it's hide the backend server security purpose, distribute traffic, and handle HTTPS encryption. So without Ingress to expose service externally, we need to have node port or load balancer. But they have a limitation. Node port exposes service on a static port on each node, but it's not very flexible. So on there are different services to be exported different port like colon 80 colon this, right? But load balancer provisions a separate cloud load balancer for each service, which can be expensive. Ingress provides a more efficient way to expose multiple services using a single external endpoint. Using single external endpoint, multiple services are exposed. Like you can go to path-based routing, example.com/shop. It goes to service A. Example.com/blog goes to service B. This is the path-based routing, which I have shown now. Host-based routing. Shop.example.com, it goes to service A. Right? Blog.example.com, it goes to service B. So this is host-based routing. Host-based, and path-based. Then we also have SSL and TLS termination. So let's say a website secure.example.com should accept only HTTPS traffic. So we can have SSL certificate stored in Kubernetes as a secret. We can have that it will accept only HTTPS traffic. It can also do load balancing. That is a feature of Ingress, distributes traffic across multiple pods. Then it can also do redirect and redirect rules. Redirect rules means if you go to example.com/old page, we want them to redirect to example.com/new page. Example.com old page to /new page. Old page because we have updated and we want to redirect to a totally new page altogether. So that we can do that. So these are the features are there, and I have seen that how we have done it for path-based routing. So now let's have a look at today's quiz. Before that, like just quick recap how Ingress works. The client sends HTTP request to cluster. Ingress controller receives the request, and based on the rule, request is forwarded to the correct service, which then reaches to the appropriate pod. Now we'll go to today's quiz. Every day I post quiz on my LinkedIn page, and you can participate in that. So let's have a look at today's quiz. Which Kubernetes object is responsible for exposing Ingress resources to outside world? So answer is Ingress controller. Hope you like this video. Please like it, share it, and please provide your feedback also so that I can improve and I can understand what you really need, and I can create more such videos. And also follow my WhatsApp channel, participating contest in LinkedIn page. And thank you for watching this video. See you again in the next video.